yeah, so now we're able to finally use the Uchigatana and a longbow. Give us a little more ranged options other than just our pyromancies. Okay, so this area right here, guys, this is fun. This is gonna be kind of crazy. So try merchant. It's locked. Oh no. Bloodbite ring. Cool, so that's going to give us some bleed resistance, which that's going to be really helpful in some of the later areas. Not necessarily right now. There's not a whole lot of enemies that are going to come at us with bleed. So this is kind of cool. This fog right here sets up a perfect little ambush area with those rats. Hey, what's up? What's up, Nicholas? Happy to see you. So Albino, right now the death counter's at 7. We've had 1 death today. I didn't count the free levels from Yol. You know, sorry, but I don't really count that. Those were suicide runs, you know, a little bit different. Okay, so that was a shortcut to unlock this over here. This is actually a shortcut over to the boss. We're actually gonna go backwards through that area because there's some really good items in there that I want to make sure we pick up. I'm not gonna attract this guy's attention. We're gonna fight him later. We're not quite ready for him yet. Okay, so we need to hurry and run up here. There's a crystal lizard. We do not want to let him get away because that sharp gem, that's pretty useful. That's a crafting material for us. Yeah, happy to have you guys here in the stream, here in the chat. Sorry, just refreshing my web page over there, trying to keep an eye on the chat on my PC. But it looked like it froze up, so. Oh man, he hits hard. Man, you see that? He took away all of our stamina with 1 hit. Actually gonna try and get behind this guy and do a backstab. There we go. Alright, that went a lot better than I thought it would. So, good on that. I thought there was 2 of those guys in this area, but I guess I was wrong. Cool. Titanite shard. We're gonna need that when we start upgrading our Uchigatana here. I don't think I'm gonna take this weapon to 10. There's some other katanas in the game that I really want to play around with a little bit, and I'll kind of decide from there, but we're definitely going to be putting some upgrades into this Uchigatana. Okay. Do that. And you know what? We're actually probably going to end up upgrading our pyromancy flame before we start putting upgrades into our Uchigatana, just for, you know, the sake of some extra damage that, you know, with that, because I'm wanting to play primarily pyromancer with this guy. Thought there was something in this room. I guess not. I guess it's just kind of a little respite. So if you come from the other way, that big person, you know, with the big mace that we killed before, is up top on that little bridge, and she throws these spells at us that track us down, and they actually cause some pretty intense bleed damage. That's one reason why I came the other way. It kind of gave us the advantage. So if you saw on that guy, he had red eyes. So enemies with the red eyes, they're actually stronger than the average enemy. So these guys here, they're no fun. Oh, so nasty, sad too. You know, just a bunch of these undead just shoved inside this cage, and you know this kind of seems like a laboratory. This area. So you know, I think the undead settlement was filled with these people experimenting on undead. It's just kind of sad to see what these people were doing to these undead just for the fact of what they were, I'm gonna knock those corpses down and pick this up here. So this right here, we're actually gonna come up here and open that from the other side. We're gonna be careful. I feel like there's him right here. Charcoal pine resin, awesome. So eventually we're gonna use that, and what it does is it allows us to coat our weapon in flames, and we won't use it so much on this weapon just because we already have the flame gem on there, but also we're gonna be picking up the Karthus flame spell here pretty soon to do that without the charcoal pine resin. So this little room right here, guys, you need to come in here if you're wanting to unlock the Sunbros Covenant, because as you saw, we just got dropped the ability to join the Sunbros. You see right here, Warriors of Sunlight. Sunbros, man, praise the sun, right? Praise the sun. Actually going to join up with this Mound Makers Covenant. Alright, then we're going to come through and open up this shortcut here back to the first bonfire of this area. And we're going to get a little bit risky. We're going to try and take on this big area filled with a bunch of guys. And we're probably going to die process, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna do our best not to die. Okay, and we already fought those guys. See down there? That's where we were killing all those hollows in the cages. Take him out so he doesn't follow us up. And we're going to try and take these guys on only a few at a time. Because there is a lot of them and we'll get overwhelmed very quickly. Creep a little bit more forward, try and hit him. Cool. Now, this guy, that's the one whose attention we don't want to draw yet. We want to take as many of these guys out before we draw his attention. Now, friends, you do not want to get grabbed by that hug there, because it'll take you out pretty quickly. Oh, that laugh.
Oh, cleanse the bastard's curse.
Actually want to take that guy out there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, nope. Get away. We're gonna Estus up, because she leaves herself really open. Get the backstab. We're gonna finish taking her out. Get a little greedy with our attacks there, but it was worth it. We got her taken out pretty quickly. So now we're just gonna take out a couple more of these guys at range and go in from there. Oh yeah, that was perfect. One thing to be careful of with these exploding barrels here is that they'll explode if you have a fire weapon and you smack them. That right there is definitely enough to ignite those barrels. And I kind of learned that the hard way in the High Wall of Lothric. Oh man, did I regret it. Okay, so we just picked up a pretty important item, another Estus Flask shard, so that's going to give us another Estus Flask, which is really helpful. I haven't decided yet if we're going to put that into our Ashen Flask. We're probably going to do that. Put it into our Ashen Flask. But it looks like we've pretty much got this area cleared. So we're going to head back down to the bonfire and head back to Firelink Shrine and go buy some pyromancies. And then we're going to finish progressing through this level. There is one side area that I do want to go to before we do the boss. But we need to come over here and get a white birch branch first. So we're gonna head back to Firelink Shrine. Oh, stretch. So I got this new vape yesterday, and I'm really liking it. It's an IPv3, and I'm upgrading from my Panzer, and I really like the Panzer. It's a really nice mod, really nice mechanical mod, big for sure, but the problem that I was having is when I would take it with me to work, it would fire in my backpack, and kind of melted through my backpack, melted my coils, melted my bottle of juice, all this in a pocket of my backpack. Oh boy, not fun. So I decided to go and get a box mod that has temperature control and all that fancy stuff, so things like that don't happen.
For trusting a lowly pyromancer and allowing me to gaze upon this majestic flame. As promised, I will impart pyromancies to you.
So we're gonna learn some pyromancies. We're definitely gonna pick up Great Combustion. It's one of my favorite spells. We already have Fireball. We're gonna pick up Fire Surge, and we're gonna hold off on Flash Sweat for right now. We're not really going up against any fire-using enemies. So now we're gonna upgrade our Pyromancy Flame a couple times. Okay, so we're gonna need to go and get some more Titanite shards to be able to upgrade that further, but that won't be too much of a problem. We'll find a ton of those. And we still have 7,000 souls, so could level up. But let's see what we've got item-wise over here. We've already picked up the torch. I don't need a talent